long time no see. Happy New Year's. Welcome to Seer Seeds Tarot. My name is Letice. I go by Lettuce, whatever. I'm just happy that you're here, and I'm gonna give you guys the first tarot reading on this channel for the new year. I hope you guys have been resting, as have I, really soaking in. I don't even know why I'm doing that. Like, really, the new year isn't until spring equinox, but it's still a lot to be celebrated. I know that this 2025 season was on hard mode for a lot of people, but new levels, new devils, and you've certainly conquered a lot. You've overcome a lot. You've accomplished much, okay? So take a moment to hug yourself, pat yourself on the back. I'm gonna do it with you guys. One more time. I'm so proud of you. Okay? I hope you feel the love, feel the light. You deserve that. I know this year has been lonely for some of us. Not to say you didn't meet wonderful people, but seems to be ever so temporary. So because it's, you know, a new month and a lot of people are celebrating their new year, I decided we're going to bring back the good old playing cards for this reading, okay? So I'm gonna start with these ones and then clarify with my tarot deck. Yeah, without further ado, dear Divine, we want to take the time to thank you for all the protection and prevention you place in our path each and every single day. At this time, on behalf of the collective, I just want to extend all the gratitude that lives within us, even when, you know, things are moving a little bit past. Yes. Help us to focus our attention and intentions on binding up and casting out all content, cursed tongues, monitoring spirits, and evil eyes. Pick up the ancestors, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and all light beings here for the highest good of the collective. Forgive me if I left anything out, but I hope that the message speaks to the hearts of the collective, with myself included. Maybe, maybe not. Again, we're super, super grateful. We feel all the good things coming towards us, all the kind acts coming towards us, all of the convenience that's setting into our lives. So without further ado, we want to claim, maintain, proclaim greatness over ourselves and over our lives. Amen. Ashe. Ashe. Okay. I don't know about you, collective, but the January 1st was a lazy day for me. Oh my goodness, I fell on the floor. And yesterday, oddly enough, was a work day for me, but it was a really nice work day. Like, I wasn't too overwhelmed or stressed out with the work environment that I was in at the time, and it kind of felt peaceful. I mean, sure, things did pick up at some point, but it was very different, and I was on the beach, so That was nice. Okay, I really don't want to pick that up. Anyways, so what I'm seeing here so far, collective, we have the Four of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. And the King of Cups flew out, but he's over there on the floor, and he's kind of sideways. Like, how I'm reading him, he's definitely, like, towards me. I would say it's in the upright, but it's kind of like on the fence, like, I don't know, a non-playable character. And I'm gonna leave him there on the floor too. I don't know if I need to address him. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, what you're not seeing is the Six of Cups. I'm just getting, like, even with the way the King of Cups, like, kind of fell out, I'm getting that there's, like, some really dramatic characters, maybe even emotionally unregulated, unmedicated individuals, maybe masculines. You know, you don't know, who are trying to project some emotional imbalances on you. But I'm seeing here, like, their attempts at bullying you or threatening you or whatever it is that they're trying to do, it's really being met in a very unsuccessful way. Like, you're maintaining your boundaries, you're just very unbothered at this time. But still, I'm gonna clarify with tarot. I don't know, like, this is kind of straightforward. We'll see what the divine has to say to us. Okay. Okay, the Moon. Maybe there's something happening behind the scenes right now that you're not seeing. Oh, actually, before we go further, Spirit, show me the collective. Okay, right now, the divine is saying that you are in a Two of Wands temperance energy. I'm getting that you're like, you're not even really in the energy, because what I'm seeing here, the energy is kind of like disturbed while you're in harmony, you're at peace. So you're not really here. You're like patient, you're patiently resting and like enjoying what you have and what is to come for you, you know? You know good things are on the horizons, that your efforts are not in vain, that your faith is not in vain. We're gonna see more about the Moon, but I'm getting, as it pertains to you, it's like they don't know where you are. They don't know where you are. They don't know what you're doing. And that's probably being interpreted as a problem or annoying to some, because they're doing things to get under your skin. They're doing things to get your attention. But your attention is your currency. And so it's really bothersome when that's off the table, when people no longer have access to that side of you or that version of you. Yeah, like you're no longer investing your energy into things that are siphoning from you and not like pouring back into you. I was just looking at that card. The Tower is here. Okay, I saw that earlier, but I don't know. Spirit. Can you clarify the Tower, please? I just heard 3. I don't know what you call that, like 3 alarms. Because I don't think that was somebody honking their horn. I think that was them like locking their car. But it beeped 3 times. Ooh, and funny enough, before I pick this card up, funny enough with the tail on this snake on the tower, it's like 3 levels. And the snake is traveling 3 levels down. It's like it did 1 loop, another loop, another loop, and 1 more loop. But if you're looking at it, it's like 1 level, 2 level, and a 3rd level. At least that's how I see it. On both sides, yeah. It's 3 levels. I don't know what that has to do with. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. I'm hearing that saying of like the same energies that, or the same energies, the same people, places, and things that you see on your way up are the same that you see on the way down. So I'm a little perplexed here. I'm thinking there's something significant here with this King of Cups on the ground. Like, I'm getting, these are energies that sole purpose was to test you. They were not necessarily meant to, like, their way of supporting you was being unsupportive. So like, if we strip it down to like our souls, our spirits, on a spiritual level, these energies agreed to help you on your path by being your enemies, or being challenges and obstacles and bullies and things of that nature. I'm gonna ask for some more clarity because I'm not sure who the Tower is for, or what all the Tower relates to, because again, your energy is not really here. And if this is a continuation of any of the other readings, this might be a brand new, thing, but I feel like it's a continuation of energy that we've already kind of cycled through. I think my last reading may have been like 4 or 5 days ago. I don't know. But if it is a continuation, my point is, you already kind of went through a tower moment. You kind of went through a couple of towers that not pretty at all. Now, this could still be the same tower, but I feel, I should say, that it's not affecting you as harshly anymore. I think it's like there's some reverb. What did I say, reverb? Like, it's starting to affect the other people around you that are trying to affect you. I want to know more about these 3 levels and who this tower is for. even with the way that this Knight of Cups, with it being in reverse, how it's meeting the snake at its level, right? The Knight, like, even if I just flip this upside down real quick, like maybe there's something going on here where there is some descending happening. Like, I know we're, as a spiritual community, we're always talking about ascensions, but like maybe there's a need for you to go back to your roots, or go under a little bit, go down a few levels to remind yourself of where you're coming from, or meet something before it tries to like poke holes in your ship, sink you. So it's like there's something happening here, but like as it's happening, it's important that you intuitively meet it at its level. Sounds, anyways, let's keep pulling. Who is this tower for? The tower may be for a Scorpio. What are the three? Why is 3 levels significant here? What are the 3 things? Yeah, I think I'm getting somewhere with this like ascension descension thing. What just came out of the deck was the Death card when I asked who the tower was for, and the 3 levels we're seeing the Chariot. And on the bottom of the deck there's the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. So yeah, it's like I said, it's like whatever tower this is, it's actually something in your, well, they're always meant to be in your favor, right? And in the favor of the planet, the universe, etc., etc. But this tower in particular is actually very, very beneficial, especially if this does pertain to a Scorpio or any person here on this planet whose purpose is attached to transformation. So it's just like another cycle for you. It's like, yeah, there's the tower, there's the death, but there's also the Wheel of Fortune and the beginning of a new journey. But even without like seeing this on the bottom of the deck, right? Without even seeing that, with the Chariot here, it's making me know that this is a journey. Like, it's a journey back to yourself, a journey that is helping you better understand what is happening right now if there is a level of confusion. Now, okay, I see it more clearly now. So as it pertains to the collective, you're in an energy right now that is confusing to other people. It's kind of confusing, and I think the face that you're wearing in the presence of others right now gives indifference. It gives, I can't read her. And it's because there's a lot happening under the surface for you. So 3 layers deep, which I'm seeing not a lot of people can meet you here, right? There is something with you like relinquishing control, relinquishing I was about to say something that would contradict that statement. But there's something here where it's like you're peeling back at least 3 layers of yourself, maybe even reigniting like childlike traits, and it's allowing you to move away from like a need for control, a need to be controlled by lustful thoughts and, you know, pervertedness, right? And it's allowing creativity to flow in and out of your life a little bit more easily. But again, it's still a journey. And with the dung beetle on top of this guy's head, right? It's like you're going up a hill and you're going down a hill. And so the process of going up this hill may be a little bit slower. It may be a lot more work. So with this tower, with you going these 3 levels down, I would say it's not going to be like a very long process for you. Like the dissension aspect of this is not going to be, it's going to come fast and it's going to leave fast is what I'm trying to say. So like 3 levels, this might be in the span of 3 days, okay? 3 days, 3 hours, at most 3 weeks, okay? I really do think at most it'll be a 3-week process versus this journey is going to be way longer than that. So like, again, if I were to flip this, and it's the tower in reverse and the knight, and you're actually going upwards, this is going to be something that's going to be, an upward spiral for like 3 years. Or 3 consecutive seasons, I don't know. I'm also seeing the 9 more prompt. So like the 9 of Wands, like it'll be a lot more persistent. It's going to be a much longer process for you. And then even with the Wheel of Fortune here, I see 8 dingleberry monkeys. So take it as you will. Oh, I see the Empress as well. I love how this reading just kind of turned into like something very catered to my collective, even though your energy seems to be, well, even though your energy is clearly very different from the energies being launched at you. So yeah, like what I'm hearing is basically like an ant throwing a speck of dirt at an elephant's hind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, this is just background noise. And that, even then, that emphasizes why like your attitude is in the 4 of Cups. There's nothing, these people, that's not going to like knock you off your path or distract you to willingly walk away from yourself. Okay? So yeah, anything else, Spirit? Anything else, or closing remarks? My goodness. Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Page of Cups, the Lovers, Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Yo. Okay. This, I don't want to keep regurgitating the same information, but I think what Spirit wants you to know is kind of just like be open to what comes, learn from it, reflect from it. There are things that you're not seeing right now. There's pieces being moved. There are things that people don't understand about you, and they're probably not ever going to understand about you. And that's perfectly fine. You're mysterious. You're, hard to read. Use that to your benefit. Continue to make your moves in silent if that's exactly what you're doing. And sometimes that looks like reaching into your past, reaching into those memories that used to traumatize you, those things that were very tender and sensitive. So if that looks like you revisiting your childhood home and realizing you've actually physically and spiritually outgrown those places. Like once upon a time, the door handle used to be a perfect fit for your hand, or it was too big. Everything looked so much larger, and it's like with the time that you've spent away from these places, maybe even you just going back 3 years into the past, or going back 3 weeks into the past of what was happening, right? And correlating those things, you're gonna realize yes, it was really big, it was really disturbing, it was really heavy then, but as you're reascending and you're rebuilding yourself and you're reconstructing and reforming and moving things around in your benefit, right? You're gonna see here that the energy that you're calling in, that you're in as of this moment, is actually I was gonna say way better than wherever you were before. With the Nine of Cups, it's Nine of Cups. Anyways, with the Nine of Pentacles out here, it's like there's something about you're finally going to be able to really enjoy what you have. Enjoy your gifts again, if that's something you've already experienced. If you haven't experienced it yet, you're really going to enjoy your gifts. You might even get a whiff of cockiness, and that's okay. You may be even entering a space where you're starting to decenter. I know some of us have already done this, but you may be entering a space where you're finally beginning to decenter romantic love. Or you're decentering any other option where you're not choosing yourself first, where you're not trusting yourself first. It's not to say that these things aren't going to come in, because as I picked up the Lover's card, I resaw the Chariot card. So it's as you begin to practice the law of detachment, or whatever you want to call it, and you're picking yourself, and you're really enjoying your own company, you're really digging deep, peeling back those layers again, and really living, these things are going to start running back towards you and running into your life. But that doesn't necessarily mean, and it's just because you have those options does not necessarily mean that your attitude is going to change, or you're going to revert back to your old self anymore. I think there is going to be something transforming for you, like I said, where this energy, the Four of Cups, the apathy, the indifference, the emotional regulation, I think is really emotional regulation for my collective, especially if you're like prone to limerence, or like you have maybe a slight addiction to stressful things, disturbing things. Maybe you grew up in a dysfunctional home. There is going to be a new gift for you where you're actually going to stay emotionally regulated, or you're going to be reminded of the tools that you're learning about at this time, even when, you know, new things come up, old tests resurface, and it's like maybe in the past when these were brought towards you, you may have passed, but you passed with a C, and it's like moving forward, you're going to be passing with an a B plus, you know? Yeah. And at the end of the day, you know, there's going to be this Ten of Pentacles. I know in tarot we talk about how you can definitely have the Nine of Pentacles by yourself, but the Ten of Pentacles definitely does invite community. That doesn't necessarily always mean like husband and wife, but traditionally it could. I think for you, the Ten of Pentacles starts with you. It starts with you being able to really sit and not be shaken, or not be so easily swayed and influenced to a point where you're so far away from yourself, so far away from home. But it's like you're really anchoring down on like your own value and meaning in your own life, and maybe even what you mean to other people. But yes, I think the Ten of Pentacles, it definitely centers you. It centers this new emotional regulation, but it does invite suitors. It does, let me say, it captures, your energy is going to captivate a lot of people in a new way, because I can tell you're already very magnetic, but you're going to be very, people are going to be running you down, okay? Yeah, I seen the King of Cups again. They're going to be running you down. They're going to want in. But yeah, it's all about you, my love. So I hope that this message sits with you. This is very interesting to me for sure. And I think that's all I have for you guys right now. God bless you again. Happy New Year, or happy shadow period of the new year. So still, because what, the new year is in, say, April. It's a great time to be alive. So nonetheless, I hope you enjoy this time. You continue to work towards those goals, and you center your happiness and your growth. I love you. Okay. And I hope you love you.